Alright, so we're live. Finally.
Yeah. Take a look at Randy's question. I got a migraine and it's all just starting to run together for me. Sorry, Randy.
Question for you, Dave. So I have het pies that laid 2 visual pied and an albino with 3 normals. That would be pied 66.
Percent het albino.
Oh, it just disappeared. Here, I'll find it.
Sorry about that. I can't read worth a damn when I have a migraine. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next hour.
So these were visually normal snakes that laid this, right? Randy's? It's showing up. I can see it there.
Okay, good. Am I way behind?
Yeah. You're just going to have the audio.
Okay, well, I'll turn that off. Yeah, I guess I'm not making sense of the...
Where is his answer? Yeah, bought it as a het pied. So if they both carried albino, then and they both looked normal, then it the normals would be 66% for each.
Right.
And the albino that came out would be 66% pied, and then the pieds that came out would be 66% albino, unless genes changed.
Do you have Colossus set up as a moderator?
I do not.
You have Addison. Are you going to help us out, Addison? I saw Josh. Hey, guys. You going to be helping us out, Josh?
Can you start pulling some of the snakes out so I can snag some photos real quick?
Oh.
Sorry, even though we're late, I didn't get to actually do much of the setup, just because
well, how about we go?
Nicole was selling her old rabbit hutch, so...
How about we go without the photos?
It's just that the could be blank.
Well, we've had people waiting for a little bit.
Alright, there's number 1. But she was so excited that somebody had messaged her. She just said, yeah, whatever time I'm available. But forgot that I have the auction here, so she decided to meet at 5:15.
So you see who's in charge.
Well, it's just they didn't have any guys at the house. Welcome to the auctions, Fernie. Even if you're not looking to actually purchase anything, it's just kind of a fun time to hang out. And if you have any questions that you have from the videos that may have gone unanswered, or if you just didn't leave a comment about it, you feel free to ask it and we'll answer. Then who knows, we may even start a discussion on it. Oh, she just wanted to be sprawled out?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get her orange to show. That girl is so orange.
I'm expecting a clutch tomorrow.
Who is?
Sweet. Balls by JP.
Cool. Good for you, JP.
What's going on, guys? Michelle, I did inform him after the Brian Barczyk meetup that you and him were going to have a serious conversation. Which one is this?
Spider.
The one that I put in was the boy. Is this the girl?
This is the boy.
Okay.
You're talking about the new little babies, right? Yeah. That's all we have is boys.
Yeah. For some reason, it looked big, so I thought it was. And I also... Oh, I had the leopard gecko, actually. Oh, we got Ball Python Boulevard. Oh, NYC Bully's also here.
Uh-oh, watch out.
We gave him a nice delay to make sure that he got here on time. He didn't get to do his little late approach.
How you doing, Mike?
Alright, so I'm going to email these pictures to myself so I can actually get them on screen for you guys so you guys can see the snakes a little better. So yeah, sorry about being a little behind. We just wanted to make sure no shady Craigslist stuff happened.
Power of the kitty.
You're outrageous.
Just telling it like it is.
How's your black pastel? Doing great. Ate another... I'm teetering in between the sizes if it was a winged rat or if it was a small rat. But that girl pounds food.
Who got the black pastel? I'm trying to remember.
Drunk Monkey.
Oh, yeah. No problem with that. Well, they're all doing great. Yeah, this is the time of year everybody's got clutches coming. Don't start without you. Okay.
Jack, his cousin, had his second clutch today. Second clutch this season or second clutch ever? Either which way, congrats to your cousin if they happen to be, you know, within earshot of this auction.
Hey, Raul, did you run that by Taylor? Hey, Trina. It's first clutch, huh? How many clutches you gonna have, Slytherin? So, of the season, not the first ever.
Yep.
Yeah, we were late too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Everybody out here in California was so behind. I have a few of my buddies who typically would have huge booths at shows, only have 2 clutches so far.
Yeah.
Like one of them is Unbelievables, only has 2 clutches.
Thanks, Addison. Yeah, hit the like button. We need all the help we can get.
I'm pretty sure everybody has their eye on one of them, and if not, a couple more.
Yeah, I think so. This is a pretty good variety here.
Fernie, I do have one that I would suggest as a pet, actually, in this auction right now. That is the Emperor Pin. He has been our ambassador for the ones who are afraid for a little bit more of the sizely ones. He's got some decent weight to him, but he's still kind of baby-sized. But he is dog tame. So when they're afraid of my snakes that used to be smaller ambassadors that have now grown to be big, I used to hand them this snake. So it's kind of perfect. I'm still waiting for these pictures to email.
Gian, you're one up on us. Someone asked if we were doing dreamsicles. Not yet. You can't do everything. That's the problem.
We're doing albino pies, if that counts.
Albinos, pandas.
Is it still in the outbox?
Female kingpin looking for a friend. I wonder who that could be. Someone said it was always more interested when ball python, or when NYC Bully was here, and it is. Even if he doesn't bid, it's just knowing that he could.
Oh, I get you completely, Slytherin. That was one of our big worries when we moved Nicole's incubator over. I mean, she does leopard geckos, and she just had one of those little reptibators, but it made it like nerve-wracking. But we're just like, we're gonna floor it the entire way there.
Hi, Reagan. How are you? Say hi to your mom.
The mom already said hi to you, though.
Oh, I missed it. If I didn't see it, did you see Reagan's?
I didn't see Reagan's, no.
Asshole.
PG.
Well, then
I'd love to buy
don't
several,
act like that.
But I'd have to come live with these since my wife would kick me out or murder me.
You could sleep out here in the snake room.
It keeps a nice temperature out here.
When does the cherry bomb clutch due?
Do we have any laid yet? Or are they all just pre-laid?
No, they're still cooking. I don't think we have any laid yet.
Alright, so I am now going to be loading up these pictures actually into the program. So if you guys just give me a couple minutes, then we'll get right to it. We do also have a leopard gecko as well that is going to be available. But as I'm adding these pictures, as some of you guys are used to, you're going to have the picture pop up like right in your face. So, yeah.
Hi, Matthew. Thanks for joining us. Got to jump on when I can. You got it just about put up there?
And there's the first one.
Oh, and then get to work.
Fit to screen, edit,
I got to go back to the
and
phone.
then drop it. Just so you guys can see what the behind the scenes looks like. And this girl is completely in shed in the picture, by the way. She decided she only needed to shed the first part of her head and the very end of her so that she can eat and poop just fine, and then gave up. We have a sponge in there if you guys watch the Balls to You video on what he does for that. And she just doesn't care.
I lost my chat.
Trying to tell which ones these are. It's hard. Just from the little thumbnail.
Yeah, you gotta mark them. There we go. Now I'm back up. Hello, Scotland.
Oops.
You have balls and your girlfriend says leopards? Well, better than the other way around.
That's exactly what me and Nicole have it as.
That's
She does all leopard go.
Yeah. But aren't you glad she's not the one with balls?
Yeah? We could say that. See, there's the pretty girl. I'm pretty sure this is the one that everybody wants right here.
She still doesn't show up as good there.
Yeah. The camera really can't pick up all the orange that this girl has. I'm trying to make it so I can fill these boxes, but I'm also trying to do it quickly, so you guys can see my struggles.
Just do it.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, shut up and do it.
But not talking doesn't make me go any faster.
Uh-huh.
Fit to screen. Ooh, that's a lot of dead space. So here's the ambassador I was talking about here. He's gorgeous and absolutely loves to be handled. He hates when you put him back in his tub. He races out. Like he tries his best to not be put back in.
Yeah, that's a really good boy. No problem there at all.
And this next one here is the first egg that we cut all season, this season. And there's a fly sitting right in the middle of my screen.
Yeah, this last snake, the spider, in case you didn't pick it up on the video, this is one of ours. This is from our first clutch this year. This is that albino spider clutch. And I wrote, let's see, he weighs 85 grams. Of course, they were all a little bit bigger. And he had his second meal last night. He struck and he took it just fine. No problem at all. They're all doing really good. Oh, Kenneth, you want to hear the rules? Let's do that while we're waiting. The way we do our auction may be a little different than some other people. You can only bid in $5 increments. That doesn't mean you can only do $5 jumps, but it's like you can do 20, 25. You can't do a $22 bid or a 25 or a 28. It has to be 20, 25, 30. A maximum jump of $40 per jump. Don't want to go any higher than that, with one exception. We have two snakes that are reserve snakes. That means that we have a set price. If we don't go over that price, that snake will not be sold until we hit the reserve, and we'll tell you when the reserve is. You can jump as high as you want. Like if the reserve is 200, you won't know what the reserve is. You could bid 25 and then go straight to 200, and we'll go, okay, the reserve's off, and then it goes to $40 jumps from there on.
Yeah, and the leopard gecko also has its own reserve on it, but that's through Nicole. And if for any reason an animal doesn't reach its reserve, we typically have pretty low reserves. But if it doesn't hit reserve, still leave your email for the top two, and we'll just message you guys, hey, are you willing to buy this for the reserve price?
Yeah, this is a brand new one. Now, this is Matthew. We can only ship within the United States still, so if you are an international, you're welcome to watch, you're welcome to chat, that's all fine. We just can't ship snakes to you yet, so please don't bid. I'm going to go over the list real quick. We have the female Het Hypo. She's 110 grams. That's the one that's up on the screen right now. Unfortunately, she isn't shed. She's a real pretty normal, but she's a normal Het Hypo. We have a female Pastel Het Clown that's 135 grams. A female Orange Dream Het Hypo that's 120 grams. We have the Emperor Pin male. He's at 450 grams. He's a reserve. The Orange Dream is on a reserve. And last, for the ball pythons, a male Spider Het Albino. That's that little boy of ours. That's 85 grams. And then we have last will be a leopard gecko, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. And there will be a reserve on that one also. We ready?
one thing I want to touch on is for our shipments, we typically do Monday through Wednesday, but we can make arrangements for Thursday. We typically don't like doing that, though. Just because if there is a delay, that means that the snake has to stay there for the weekend, and with temperatures as hot as it is, I'd really like to avoid that.
One other thing there with shipping is we will only be able to ship as temperatures allow, too.
Yes.
So please bear with us if it's just too hot. Like if we were to ship to Python Jesters in Vegas right now, it's not going to happen. It's 120 degrees there.
And Addison's 100% correct. If you're under 18, you need parent permission to bid.
Thank you, Addison.
And if you guys are looking for the specific guidelines that we go off of, we go off of a modified version of the Reptiles Express, one that we, Reptiles Express care guidelines, because that is the insurance that we deal with all of our packages.
Yeah, we ship through Reptile Express. And the last thing, that spider, the last
Brian.
The last snake, what's Brian's
My
name?
mommy said I can get a snake.
Oh, good. Bid it up. What was I going to say about that one? Now I forgot. Oh, the last one, he's still got to get another meal in him first before he goes.
Yeah, but seeing how he has taken 2 strike feeds, seriously 4 days apart, if you seriously need it, like the next day, we can offer him another one. Given we have a mouse out there. He has only eaten mice fuzzies so far, so if you want him transferred over to rats, we can take some time and try and transfer him over for you. But the way he's eating, I think he's fine.
The best pet for beginners, you said, Krista? As far as reptiles go? I assume you mean reptiles.
Are you just sticking strictly to snakes? Because there's some pros and cons to a lot of them. A lot of people would say corn snakes, but a lot of people don't like corn snakes because they're kind of wormy. They're just like, they're really slender. Mm-hmm. Same thing with king snakes. They're like corn snakes, but with a little bit more attitude to them, a little bit more active in handling. Also still a little small, but with a touch bit more girth, I believe. But they're both colubrids. There's hognoses that don't tend to bite as much, but if they do bite, they are rear fang venomous. Whereas, bites don't really hurt, but you may get some swelling if you're allergic to bee stings. And then ball pythons tend to get a little bit bigger, and if you're willing to put up with that, plus a little bit of the food habits that they have, because sometimes they can be a little tricky, but there are tricks, and there's plenty of breeders that can help you with that. Ball pythons tend to be where it's at. That's where all the morphs are, so you can really get a color that's tailored towards you. So if you had to ask me, I would definitely go with the ball python just for that reason.
And hey, Brian, you asked about clowns. Like they told you, we've got a Pastel Het Clown girl. And we also have a breeder male that we have for sale, too. He's 1,300 grams. He's just a single gene. We ready to do this?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Ready to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a timer. We're going to put up a snake. It's going to start as soon as he lifts it up, then bidding can start. We don't have a minimum bid. You didn't click the tub?
No, I'm trying to let him breathe. Okay, well, let's bid on her.
We have an escapee, so he's going to look for her while we start the bid. For this female 100%. Het Hypo.
Did we ever take her off the table?
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we don't go off of the, yes, he lost his balls.
Only one.
But what we do here, rather than having a set timer and an overtime, what we're going to do is we're going to just continuously let the bidding go until we actually get to, until the bid slows down to the point where it is 30 seconds apart for you, but it's going to be 45 for us because of that delay. So when you do hear this timer go off, unless if somebody's like right at the buzzer, we're going to give it to you. Then yeah, bidding goes on until the timer goes off. Do you want me to help you, or are you good?
Well, I don't think I'm going to find her in the time we're doing this. Just go ahead.
Alright, so without further ado, we're going to start our bidding for this 0.1 Het Hypo, given that we are going to find it. Is it just on the cart?
I don't see it on the cart.
Alright, so we have 25 for Calissa, 30 for Balls by JP, LKB 75, Genetic Hunters at 55. So our top bid right now is Snake Dad at 85. She's so small.
Yeah, she's tiny.
So we're going to be taking out all these tubs.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, we found her. Alright, so top bid currently is Snake Dad at 85.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Drunk Monkey at 90. Your arm's not long enough?
Yeah. Oh, I got her.
Alright, cool.
Ha!
So we did end up getting her. Here's the little girl in full shed. As said before, she got to about, like, you know, right behind her head. I'm going to go ahead and start that timer. Oh, 95 to Black Widow, restarting that timer. But pretty little girl here, visually a normal, but 100% Het for Hypo. So if you have any of those big plans for using the Ghost or Hypo lines, that's this is a girl for that. I'm stuck.
Good. There's something about you they just don't like. No, this is the Het Hypo, the normal Het Hypo.
She doesn't like that we found her. But yeah, we have 15 seconds left on the timer. I didn't make it so the chat for mods stands out. I'll have to recode that.
Oh, it's...
Alright, 3,
It is on
2,
my phone.
1. Alright, and sold! Can we get your email, Black Widow? We have you at 95, and then we have Drunk Monkey Morphs at 90. Drunk Monkey, we obviously have your contact. Just went after your hands.
No, that was for you. What was it, Drunk Monkey?
Drunk Monkey was second at...
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 90?
Yep. Bully's being nice today. No, Bully's saving his money for one of the other snakes is what's going on.
Yeah.
He already said which one he's interested in, too.
Okay. Who's next? Pastel Het Clown?
Yep.
Oh, this is a good girl.
There was somebody that had messaged me saying that they're going to bid on a certain snake. I do not see them in the chat yet, though, so I hope they make it.
They might just be lurking.
Yeah.
Pretty little pastel girl. I said, yeah, everyone's going to go after the same two.
Yeah. Or 3 in this case.
Yeah. We got 75 for Exquisite Exotics.
Before we actually get onto that, I still do not have Black Widow's email.
85 for Snake Dad. This is the Pastel Het Clown girl. And
you did?
She's 135 grams.
I don't see it in the chat. Did it get blocked?
We already have bids of 95.
Try putting it without the dot before .com or .net, whatever you have there, and then I'll put it in myself. Snake Dad at 95. $100 for Lone Wolf.
Another California breeder.
Alright. Thank you, Black Widow. I got it.
105 for Eddie Brim. Quickly followed by River Rat. River Rat's another California breeder. John Feely at 115.
June 26th, right?
TGH, you got beat out there. 120 for Garius Williams. Oops, I lost my screen.
Oh, my bad. I'm tabbing in between things, so when I hit Alt-Tab, it messed it up for him. Why am I typing?
125 for John
Roboto?
Feely. Again, followed quickly, this time by Exquisite Exotics. Don't forget to change the picture, by the way.
Oh,
She's all over it.
there you
He?
go.
She.
130 for Exquisites, yeah.
Again, followed quickly, this time Lone Wolf. 135 for Lone Wolf. This girl's worth every penny.
Yeah, Addison's on top of this.
Yeah, and TGH is just always, you're just a little behind there. Yes, again. Lone Wolf 135.
And then it was...
How old is she? She's what, about 6 months?
I wouldn't go that far.
5 months?
I would give her a month or two before the video. Oh, wait, no, this is the Pastel girl.
Yeah. 140 for John Feely.
I'd give her 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the Het Hypo girl.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. Now I'm back on track.
I think you should, if you're not on the timer, you should be.
Oh, okay, I'll get on the
John
timer right
Feely's
now.
at 140. I'd have to look back to see who has 135.
I'm still getting all my windows arranged here.
This is going to be a buy.
Oh, is this a steal?
145 for Chevy Pedal.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and restart that once again.
Pretty girl.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright, so 145. This girl is currently eating rat pinkies / rat fuzzies for us. A lot of our rats tend to be a little bigger in size. I've kind of tried to line breed it out that way.
Brian, we can only do a $40 jump. You want to do 185?
Saving them some money.
I know what you're trying to do, but we'll take 185. And they're all over you.
They're going to get you, Brian. I'm going to reset that for Brian.
Did you want a 185, Brian?
185? Okay.
175.
175, alright. 30 seconds left on that timer.
Yep. How you doing, Marshall?
Alright. We have 10 seconds.
Who was the 145?
It was nice seeing you the other day, by the way, Brian. Even though it was short and, very packed. Alright, and sold 175 to Brian Cusco.
Thank you, Edison.
Or, sorry, Cusco, you
Cusco.
mentioned us, yeah.
Not that you could get Miguel to say it right.
Isn't it Cusco?
Chevy 145.
However, I do think that Brian is going to go through this one. Chubby, can I still get your email?
We know where you live.
Oh. Sorry, John, you were behind on that 180. Brian, you saved Brian about 25 bucks.
There was a 180 bid?
Yeah. That's even after. I mean, Addison has the flying fingers, but Addison got all the totals down first before that bid came in. So there was a gap.
I missed it.
Shameless plugs. I honestly didn't expect that to make the video. It surprised me when I was getting messages this morning like, "Hey, you're in the video." I was like, I could have sworn that wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. It's too bad you didn't say her name.
I know. All the messages I got was that I was so nervous that I said Mighty Reptiles again rather than Intelligent Design.
Yeah, good one to say the whole name.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And
I understand.
I didn't make the description, so it didn't help. He's donating this to the genetic hunters.
No way. That's so cool.
Alright, I'm going to mark that one in there.
Let me make a notation.
There we go. He's going to be so excited. He was sitting here staring at that snake not, a couple days ago.
Yeah, he's gonna love that. Let you two work that out. Okay, the snake that I think a lot of people are waiting for, the very orange stream, who's 100% Het Hypo.
You know, with this camera and this lighting, she looks so yellow here, but you can see in the picture that she's really orange. And then still that the picture doesn't show how
and
quite
ask
orange
Ball
she
and
is.
Chain and TGH just how orange this thing is.
Brian, are you going to be coming down for the Super Show?
Of course.
I mean, I figure as such, but yeah.
Okay,
The genetic hunters know. They've been here and they've seen this girl.
this is a reserve snake, so we can do big jumps right now, so that one was good, Adam. We're at 160 for Lone Wolf.
We're going to let the jumps go a little high until we get to the reserve.
Yeah.
Just so people can kind of free fight it.
200 for Kentuckiana.
That's the highest so far. Just under.
Yeah, and that's no worries.
This girl is absolutely gorgeous. The orange on her, I just can't match it. And if you guys do watch the Genetic Hunters' videos, we actually went through and I was explaining how orange this girl was. Adam just hit it, 250. Reserve has been met. I showed all my other orange dream girls, and none of them compare to this one. But we do have her sister.
Except for her sister.
Yeah. But we're teetering on if the sister has Enchi in her.
280 for John Feely, and we just got 300 out of Kentucky.
I'm not even gonna lie, I dropped a tear.
$325 for Calissa.
Wow, she's deciding.
I think she decided.
Calissa, did you make a video? I haven't gone through my sub box today just because of all the comment issues. But have you put up a video on your babies that have the speckling on them?
John Feely, 330.
Her babies have some really cool stuff going on, and I don't want to spoil it if I don't want to talk about it in detail if you're going to put it in a video. But I'll show it to you. It's really cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the 45-second timer for that 330 bid, the John Feely. 335 to Calissa. Now.
Calissa's at 335.
Yeah, there's no way for me to turn that setting off, unfortunately, Lone Wolf.
What setting are we talking about?
If bidding is going so fast, it'll slow you down for a couple seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Not in like that'll delay, it just won't let you put anything in. It's really interesting.
335 for Calissa. Are you going to come back on it, John?
All right. Oh, I didn't realize the timer was so low. They don't want him to win. All right, so that's 335 to Calissa, with second being John Feely at 330. Wow, Addison had that ready. It's like she sees the future. And Calissa's not going to have to pay shipping for this one, so she used that to her advantage. Actually, they both didn't have to pay shipping because they're both holding on to them because our weather is so hot right now that we can't ship.
Look at that.
There you go. There you can see all that color. It's just
fluorescent.
And if you guys remember that video when we unboxed them, that was when they were all like playing King Kong on top of the hand sanitizer. Yeah. Alright, so the next one is, I'm thinking it's going to be the second biggest here. I know that everybody was waiting for the orangeness of that orange stream, but those of you guys looking specifically for pets, this is the one. Here is our Emperor Pin, and he does have a reserve just because I kind of want to keep him because he is the ambassador. So he does have a reserve that I think is pretty low for what his personality's worth. And I already got both you guys' information. I don't need any emails.
I think I woke him up. So he weighs 450.
All right, starting off at 150 for Dream. And this boy eats.
160 for Hearts
Eats.
Are Not Meant.
What?
Are not meant.
Okay.
200 for LKB. Somebody knows the rules.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner time, have fun with the rest of the auction. Congrats. Y'all know how to reach me for payment. Yep, I'll send you a text, Ryan.
Thanks.
Other than that, can't
Thanks
wait
a
to
lot,
see
Ryan.
you. What is it? Is it next weekend? Or is it the weekend after?
It's a couple.
Alright. But yeah, we'll definitely have to film a little bit with you because obviously I didn't get much footage at that meetup, unfortunately.
220 for Fernie.
And 240 to Drunk Monkey. Oh yeah, that goes without being said, guys. If you guys are not subbed to Brian Cusco, definitely go and check out both of his channels. Or I guess I should say 3 of his channels because he also runs the Freedom Breeder one.
Yeah. He is, isn't he, Adam? I mean, you get so many Emperor pens that get the brown like a pinstripe, and he's more like a lemon blast color.
There's some drama going down with Sergio and TGH. Calissa said he spent his allowance. This is the one that NYC was talking about, so I'm waiting for him to show up at the end. We all know his ways.
Yeah. 240 for Drunk Monkey. You want to start that timer?
Alright, I'm going to start the 45-second timer right now. I guess it's 30 for you guys, 45 for us. Oh, if you guys want to check out some Banana Mojaves, we have 2. We have a Banana Mojave Pin and a Banana Mojave Het Clown, both breeding right now. So I don't know if I can necessarily pull them out of their tubs because they're with girls. Just so everybody knows who you're positive.
That's cool.
That's a good point. Oh, there he is. NYC 245.
The bully's in. 245.
Oh, you can just keep all my snakes until you'll stop auctions. I think we're going to hit the point where you fill a box and have to start working on another one.
Just send money.
Oh, picture update. My bad, guys. There you go. That's the beautiful boy.
He's much prettier in person.
Yeah, these pictures were not done in a light box. That is seriously the table that we are on right now. And that was just shot with my phone. The sides on this boy are pretty much straight yellow, and then he's got that pretty pattern on top. Yeah, 10 seconds.
Inchy less. Yeah, we've got an inchy queen bee that we're going to be mating here pretty soon.
It's almost always at the same time here. So yeah, sold 245 to the bully. But Fernie, it's typically Tuesdays at 5:30 unless something happens.
What's second?
Second, let me go back up. Hey, what's going on, you?
That was 345 on that.
Addison said, do you know how much it took me to not bid on him?
You are allowed.
You're allowed to.
He is a sweetheart. Who was second?
DMM at 240.
Oh.
DMM being short for Drunk Monkey.
Am I wrong on the prices? Was it 240 or 3?
245 for NYC, and then... Oh, did you put 3?
Yeah, where did I get that?
You're getting hopeful.
Yeah. Scroll back up.
I can't scroll on that.
Okay. You're already there.
Yeah.
Wow. Where did that come from?
NYC bully for 245, and then I have Drunk Monkey at 240.
Doesn't want to go in?
I couldn't because I don't have the money right now, but if I did, oh boy.
Who was that?
Addison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's worth mentioning now that we're talking about this, but we do payment plans. Typically for auctions, we do 50% down for a 2-week payment plan. So it's kind of like, 3 weeks in total length. But for if you're around and you're in the community and we can have great communication between each other, then we can work something out.
Yeah, I mean, we're reasonable. If you've got some babies that are waiting to grow up, we're not going to insist that you take it right away.
Drunk monkey who said his daughter was pushing me, I wasn't going to bid tonight. I'm pretty sure that's how NYC ended up with a few.
Yeah.
You need to tell me this before I get paid on the 29th. Oh no, in 3 days!
Oh, yeah.
We just require some form of down payment by the weekend, so that would have been perfect.
That's right. We got a lot of beautiful snakes coming this year.
I thought you said that when you were going over the rules when I was doing pictures.
Didn't get to that one this time.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure it says it in the description as well.
It's all right.
Yeah, payment plans are available of 2 weeks.
Nobody reads that stuff.
Yeah, nobody reads the stuff. They just go to the list of snakes.
No, we don't have. We have one het lab, and that's it.
We introduced him to food, and now all he thinks about is food. So if you notice, he's tracking my hand.
Absolutely, he thinks he's going to get fed. This guy's had 2 meals, and he's just a monster.
Any clowns cooking?
A little bit.
Yes. No visuals at the moment, though. We're making hats.
Making hats.
I get married on the 3rd. I can't spend too much till then. But on the orange stream, I was gonna.
Yeah, you were bidding pretty good. Okay, we've got action here. We've got hearts are not meant for 50.
This snake here is
Sergio.
the Spider 100% het for albino. Changing the picture. Trying to get my mom to get one for my birthday. We can work something out. And you guys are local too. It'd be great for a vlog.
Hit that like button. Thank you, Sergio.
75 to LKB. How much is shipping? We do a flat rate of 50 unless you're in Southern California. Then you can meet locally. Or if you're going to be at any show, we can bring it. We have Jeff Harmon at 80.
We do have Instagrams. Logan is Intelligent Design Reptiles. Mine is Intelligent_Design_Reptiles.
And then also Nicole's, if you're into geckos, this is
Right.
Intelligent_Design_Geckos.
Yeah.
Male, it is a male, John.
Alfredo at 85. Jeff Harmon at 8. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sarah
So
at
that takes
90.
care of it.
Then Gary is at 95. Just barely beat you, Alfredo.
So 295 bids.
Michelle's feeling the pressure. She's got to get the snake now. Oh, I'm sorry for bouncing the table on you guys.
Punk rock for pressure.
Am I actually...
100 for
Nope.
Tim Mullet. 105 for John Feely.
I got a question for you other content creators right after we get through with this, just pertaining to YouTube's notifications, because I don't get any, and I hate it. And if you have been through that, how do you feel? Alfredo at 110,
Yeah.
and then John Feely 115.
115 for John.
Hey,
Is the shirt purple or burgundy?
It's maroon.
Yeah, maroon, burgundy, somewhere in there. It's definitely not purple.
Yeah. I can go pull out one of my purple shirts just to have it up against it. I have the Justin Kobilka shirt.
It's
in purple.
more maroon than it looks on camera here.
Yeah, and I have rabbit hair all over me from carrying that hutch.
Garius Williams at 125.
He just barely beat you there, John. Hey, what's going on, Retro Assassin? Or is it a sane?
Yeah, retro is sane.
Alfredo 130. The notifications had a glitch, turning them off and back on for each channel usually fixes that issue. But I have to do that every so often. I tried that, to be completely... I tried turning them on and back off, but maybe I have to do it a few times and maybe it'll stick. Because I've been having to check my videos like every 10 minutes to see if there's comments.
You want to start... Oh, there we go.
135 to Alfredo. We still have a bunch of people in it, so that's why I'm still going. So for those of you guys wondering, if, this guy is the first one cut of 2018 in total.
The very first one out.
Yep. He was not the Pipper, but he was the first one that we cut through.
Yeah, there we go. Sarah Franks is at
140.
140. That clears up that problem.
Yeah, Calissa, and your boy is ready to go as of this morning. We drop fed another mouse fuzzy. John Feely 145 is uninstalled the YouTube app. I can't uninstall it because I have a Google phone, so it's a part of the OS. So it lets me disable it and re-enable it. Don't worry.
This one.
He either really wants to go get that food or he needs to poop, and I don't want to be holding him over this. This snake is the Spider 100% Het Albino. This is the one that was the first one that we cut. There's yours, Calissa. It's got a very distinct head stamp.
Oops, getting away.
You will. Yours is the one with the lack of pattern on the head. Alfredo 150. Try logging out and then logging back in. I'll try it, and I'll try clearing cookies.
There we go. Kind of.
Your family, Sir Daryl, and everyone else I miss. I'm out for now. I may tune in to Brian's auction, see some of you there. Yeah, I'll definitely go and check that out as well.
Are you on the timer?
I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Lamb's got $1. But yeah, your little one, as soon as food goes in that tub, food goes down. Like it doesn't wait. It doesn't need to figure it out. It'll figure it out later, but first it's going to bite it.
Almost took my fingers off.
Why?
Why are you throwing the snakes around? Yeah.
He's learning the hand-to-hand.
Yeah, they are pretty.
So, this is the one available right now. That one's Calissa's.
This is Calissa's.
Alright, we got 5 seconds. Alright, and sold. So we have Alfredo at 150 and John at 145. Alfredo, can I please get your email?
And John Feely.
No, we have John's already.
Yeah. 145. No, I was just talking to myself, sorry. Which gecko are we doing?
Nubs.
Oh, you want me to take that one?
Yes, please. Sorry if I'm not checking comments at the moment. I'm trying to get this written down before I... That's it. 145.
So, nubs.
Alright, I got your email, Alfredo. Thank you very much. Our champagne entry is a pain. He's 245. Sometimes he eats, sometimes he won't. Some snakes are just like that, and sometimes, you know, just refreshing different things helps. For instance, we actually box all of our rats up in one tub, and we just leave the tub in here with the little top on it for about 30 minutes before we actually start feeding, so all the snakes are pressed up against the front waiting for it. And if not, if you've tried hairless options, that's another one. So here, as you can tell in this picture, it's an older picture. We are believing that this is a Super Hypo. Super Hypos are known for having no spots on the back. This one, but they are born with spots. So this one's still a little baby, but as you can tell, it has a lot less spots than in that picture. So we're betting that these are going to go away.
This one weighs 12 grams. Snake Dad is at 45.
And he's got what I called the gold chain, which you can't see because the sun is really beating down on that one spot. If you see the little white mark behind his neck right here, it's actually outlined in this really bright yellow. This is my first online auction, and I love it. Thank you, Matthew.
And Jolly, that's hilarious. It has arms.
Drunk Monkey 55.
Oh, who is it that has a snake named Legless? Is that D&J?
Possibly. Snake Dad 65. So as far as this one goes, it is a Super Hypo
75
Tangerine.
Monkey.
It is a Tangerine Emerine cross. Whereas this one really did get hit by the Emerine.
How big will this?
Sarah Frank's 80. Its dad is a giant and its mom is a normal, so it has a 50% chance of being a giant. Normal will weigh somewhere around 50 grams at their biggest, and then this is all coming from a snake breeder, by the way. I am not versed in the the geckos as much. I'd have to confirm all this with Nicole.
Sarah's at 85.
No, that's,
it's at 80.
That was 80.
Yeah. Well,
but I believe giants start at 80 grams?
I just know they're pretty, that's all.
Drunk Monkey, 85. But this one is gorgeous. It does have a regenerated tail, but it does give it a kind of a really cool look because it's got a very vastly different colored tail, as you can see in the picture, from its body. And this is going to end up being a very, very orange little leopard gecko with that dark head.
Cool.
Gotta wait on breeding until I move to a bigger house. When I do, I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have. Thank you, Mr. Monkey.
I guess it's on Jolly.
Right.
If you win the auction after you paid, we arrange to ship. We ship Monday through Wednesday, so you would get it the next day. If you live in Southern California, we can arrange to meet somewhere.
All right, 40 seconds on the timer. Just letting you know, this did not. We have not yet met the reserve that Nicole had set for it. But if you do win, give us your information. We'll give it to Nicole, and you can talk to Nicole. If whether or not if she's okay with dropping it down to your bid, or if you want to purchase the gecko for the reserve that she had set. It is a super hypo Tangerine Emerine, and it's 100% het for Tremper albino. So this will throw some very pretty babies. And I don't have pictures of the mom and dad, but they're very bright. Alright, so let's see. DMM, Drunk Monkey, 85. Doesn't have to pay for shipping.
Not additionally.
Yep.
Who was second? Sarah, 80?
Sarah at 80. So Sarah, can I get your email, please?
Let me put her away before we lose her.
And
Whoa, you're quite the jumper.
Drunk Monkey. Drunk Monkey, if you can message Nicole on Instagram, intelligentdesign_geckos, and just let her know, hey, you're the one that won, and, you know, this was your bid, and then just see what she's going to do about it, because, like I said, we did not meet the reserve that she had placed on it, but we'll see. I just can't be the one that says that we'll do it.
Oh, there was... I didn't know what the reserve was.
It's on the tub. It's...
yeah, she wanted a little more.
How much is shipping normally?
50 bucks.
50 bucks flat rate.
Unless they're over 800 grams, then we go 75.
Yeah, as long as you can fit it in a 12 by 9 by 6, it is going to be 50 bucks. We have shipped multiple adults at one time, and it ended up being like 80 bucks, and we ate that $30. We took it to the chin.
Yeah, it wasn't an expensive one.
Sarah, I'm looking for your last name. Franks. Got it.
What do I message her again?
Just say, hey, I won the leopard gecko. I bid this, and then she can work it out with you, because, like I said, we didn't meet her reserve, and I don't want to be the person that calls it like, hey, we'll take it. So I want to say chances are she'll take it, and, you know, if she doesn't, then I'll give her the difference, and then we'll settle it that way. So that way you'll still pay your 85. Still waiting for some of those future clutches. Alright. I'm trying to remember when I messaged her. Driving all 12 to 13 hours to be there. Wow. That's a drive. Like, one thing that's kind of true about our thing here is that we don't have the email of Sarah, by the way, yet. So Sarah, if you can get that. But Nicole has a lot of high-end geckos, and we largely have a snake following, so I understand that a lot of you guys are going to be having these as either just a straight pet, or it's your entrance into it. And I just want to make sure that you guys get some really cool pets. That's all I care about. Let's see if she messages me like instantly.
Somebody's texting asking about a snake for sale.
Oh, Nicole just texted me. She's like, if it doesn't reach, call me and I'll decide.
She said, yes, I told Logan and he was supposed to change it.
What? All right.
Sold.
She's cool with your 85.
Here we go.
She texted. She didn't text me a number. She just said if it doesn't hit me, call me. So everything will be just fine.
Oh, you won't be there, Adam? Well, I'm not going then. Screw it.
Wait.
I'm gonna go over to Adam's and play with the snows.
Is it that you won't be driving there? Because I'll spin around and pick you up, Adam, if that's what you need.
I doubt that's...
He
about
can
the
drive
pen?
if he wants.
Something about a pen female that won't eat.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm throwing stuff. No, I was doing my auction.
I want to go back to Hearts Are Not Meant. Any Mojave clutches soon. Either July 3rd or July 4th, we have a Mystic Potion, which is a Mojave Mystic who throws no normals, and the Mojaves are crazy looking, by the way, paired to a Pastel Butter Spider. So obviously, if either Mystic and Mojave land at the same time as Butter, we get bells, regardless of the other stuff on top of it. But yeah, there will be some form of Mojave coming out of that.
Okay, a pen female that hasn't eaten in 3 months tried mice, live rats, and frozen thawed. She just runs from everything. So far, she has a little over 100 grams, and she's lost over 100, I think you meant, and she was 738. Well, there's a few things we try, but I will say that people have gone, yeah, you're right, no beer, I'm on a diet. We had one go 4 months. People have had them that go longer. For ours that went 4 months, we finally ended up assist feeding her. Yeah, we did. Well, I was going to say, well, I was getting to that. Say, we called it assist feeding. We actually shoved it down her throat. And then she started eating. You may have to assist feed. I would wait a while, though. It's been 3 months. Try a live chick. I would try that. The other things we do is we put them in a smaller tub. We put a hide. If they're in a smaller tub, we put them in a bigger tub. What else, Log? What we like to do is we use live rats. We leave the rat out for 2-3 hours so they get a good smell of it beforehand. That sometimes helps.
One thing that kicked it, it's going to sound really weird because it smells the same. It's bred in the same room as our regular stuff. We have a male that will take this size rats with hair, but he'll take a medium hairless rat. It's really weird, but maybe try all that. But why aren't you going, Adam? And Eddie, I did see that you were heading out. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, we tried the whole ASF thing. We rubbed ASF scent all over a rat and all over a mouse. It never worked at all. And the problem we had with our girl was she was raised on ASFs. And then ASFs were unavailable, so they sold it to us, and we were pretty naive at the time. I wouldn't buy it again. But we could never get anything to work until we force-fed it. Bye, Stephanie.
What time is the Cusco auction for those of you guys who are looking into that?
Cusco.
Hey, what's going on, Jake?
That's Jake?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's the guy I play Counter-Strike with.
Is that our Jake?
No.
Okay.
And he's also not from State Farm. It's at wait, what? 11? Pacific time, I mean. So it's in an hour?
7:30.
Does he wear khakis?
Khakis.
What I'm saying is I don't want to go over the time that he is. If we can roll right from this into and then just bring everybody with us to Cusco's auction, that'd be awesome.
Didn't they say it was 7:30?
Yeah, it's just everybody's saying different time zones.
Oh, I see. Carmen wants to know, is it on Triple B?
I'm not sure.
You got your...
Addison, we need pictures. Alright, good night, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah. Thanks a lot. best earth tone genes?
You can get some pretty good earth tone genes out of some Mojaves. Some Mojaves tend towards green rather than that brown and gold.
I vote bamboo.
Yeah. Cruise or super nice condo on a resort isn't an all-inclusive resort because I got so fat when we went to Cancun.
That's because you drank a lot.
That's another good point because she put us on that boat for 4 hours. I did not want to remember that.
That wasn't the most fun. Hey, Gabby, the firefly is fantastic.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's getting brighter with every shed. What is that?
We showed her the other day.
If you're just getting into ball pythons, do you recommend a certain YouTube video? Are you looking at doing this as a pet, or are you talking about getting into ball pythons as a breeder? If you're doing it for a breeder, I would definitely say check out Triple B TV's. It's titled $2,000 for a snake, but it kind of changes your mindset because these are pets, but if you're going to be doing this in a business format, he explains the business behind it so you can really develop your plans for how you're going to breed in terms of a business mindset.
Adam, I'm with you. I don't want to be stuck on a boat. Like I said, if they'll let me drive it, like take it around and hop some wheelies or whatever you do on a boat, but I don't want to be stuck on a boat. I know they stop at ports once in a while, but I don't like being out of control.
Yeah, and you definitely want to check how the water's going to be too. My cousins have been on a cruise where they went for a week and they did nothing but throw up the entire time because the boat was just throwing stuff like wall to wall the entire time.
This is a firefly we have. I was just showing this to Gabby. We bought it from her and her dad. She's, about 600 now? Maybe 7?
Right around there.
And she's one of the most beautiful two-gene snakes. But she's a Graziani Pastel.
Snake that's gonna bid. No, it's for Grace. Addison, yeah, email works. If you want to send it on Instagram, you can even send one of those disappearing messages.
I know, she only weighs 430.
Wow.
I know.
She looks thick. Jake changed his name to Jake from State Farm. BC Python's at 75.
She looks hideous.
See, everybody agreed. She looks a lot bigger.
Yeah.
By everybody, I mean Calissa.
Well, someone said 900.
Oh, wow. Alright, we're going to see this tattoo. Do you just want our reaction to it, or do you want them to see it as well? Wow.
Well,
I'm trying to get up close. That is really detailed. I like it.
There's a lot going on. The gecko was a male. Good, I'm glad she liked it.
It's not letting me download it. I'm going to try and put it up, but of course it's going to, make that huge picture. So you're going to get nothing but tattoo for a second.
Wow. People getting all tatted up. Yeah, let's see it, Calissa.
Alright. That's the tattoo that she got right there. It is so detailed. It's really cool.
It's really pretty.
I want to get more myself. I only have the little chest piece. I actually want to get it redone. I kind of just went to this artist because it was the artist that Nicole had chose. She said that she did all the research. I didn't do any research myself.
Yeah, P-Town, that's what everyone tries to tell me. When they talk about it, it's like when people tell me that I should do acid. The way they describe it sounds horrible. When they talk about a cruise, I just go, oh, okay. I can't get off and walk around. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't appeal to me.
The real question is Jason still here? Jason is a huge cruise guy. If he says condo, then go condo.
Was Jason on? I missed him.
He was on for a little bit. I don't remember if he was just popping in or if he stayed around.
If you're on, how you doing, Jason?
Did I miss it all, Boulevard? Yes, you did.
So did you, Steven.
How should a 6-month-old male weigh approximately? If they're a great eater, they're going to end up at 700 grams. If they're a normal eater, they're going to be around 300 grams. If they started off slow, they're going to be at 100 grams still. I had one male that stayed at 112 grams for 4 months straight, and he was already 2 months old when I got him. So at 6 months old, he was 112 grams. And Nicole, Adam, you know we're live.
Yeah, Adam, I mean, I've had lots of boats, and I love taking them out and driving them and getting crazy. A cruise boat just seems boring to me. I'm sorry, I know people love them. My family loves them.
Oh, while we still have people here, Nicole wants to know if you guys would be interested in doing another gecko. However, the one that she's asking me to do, I don't know if we have here.
Do we have enough people to do?
Yeah, I think a whole bunch of people may have jumped out.
TG8 says, yes, please.
I'm looking to see if there's... No, I see the one.
Matthew, I'm sorry, I saw that earlier and then I got distracted.
We
started
54.
with one snake and rapidly went to like 20, and then we went to 50, and then we're between 175 and 200 now.
Alright, so this next gecko, I'm going to do it just because Nicole wants to do it.
Okay.
Is if you guys remember the video, Hey
Bill, how you doing?
If you guys remember my raw footage of just a leopard gecko hatching and that's all the video was, this was the gecko you watched hatch out. This one got a little bit more of the mom's genes than the dad's. Still a super hypo, but trended towards the yellow rather than the orange, but has the dad's carrot tail. So she has a bright, or I should say he. It is a male, and the carrot tail actually goes all the way down to this third rung. It kind of spots in, but then as they grow, the orange will extend all the way out, if you guys understand what I'm getting there. So eventually the orange will be that far out.
So how many people want to do one more?
There's a reserve that she made on all of these, so if you guys want to just go for it, and then if it hits the reserve, then we're all good.
Someone always wants to buy the chair. I wouldn't think you'd have any money left for anything, as many snakes as you've been buying lately.
Who?
Ball Python Boulevard. He's been
Wow.
buying expensive snakes, too.
Let's see, how much did we pay for this chair? It's like, what, $220? So I'll sell it to you for $350 shipped. Still cheaper than what you'd get for online.
I'm missing things here.
Alright, so if any of you guys are interested in this one, we're going to open our bidding for this little leopard gecko here. I do not have a picture of him, I believe. But if we hit the reserve, we hit the reserve. I'm just going to run this one real quick for probably about 90 seconds. And then if the bidding continues, then I'll do the regular timer format.
Gabby, no crested geckos at this time. No pastel calicos, Gavin.
There you go.
We did have one and we sold it a while back.
Very, very yellow. And is just getting rid of those bands there.
Please hit the like button when you on your way out. Exit through the gift shop.
Exactly. Trig, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I think I should have thrown this one in there earlier. My bad, Nicole.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone.
So this is our second hatched ever right here. But if any of you guys are interested in a leopard gecko, and if you just want to purchase it straight up, Nicole does have this available online. And actually, Snake Dad just hit the reserve. So here, I'm going to start the timer for 90 seconds. Oh, not 9 minutes.
No, Snake Dad was cool.
Yeah. Is this for you or is this for Grace?
She's going to be Grace forever.
She's going to have to get it changed. I have no setup or space for them in our racks.
She'll sleep in your bed with you.
Actually, I just have these in my hatchling rack. They fit.
Yeah, they're perfect in a 6-quart.
Plus, who doesn't want a thing that's just always rocking a smile? The camera won't focus on her. Or him. Sorry, him. Who's gonna move up and bid it?
Whoops.
Jump straight for you guys. Think it's just gonna go through. Stop tempting me. I don't know. I have some, prettier ones over there too. $50 for shipping, which Snake Dad does not have to pay for it since he's, right here. No, it's the exact same because they ship the exact same.
And someone else asked me if we would meet them in San Diego. We'll definitely meet you at the show. What?
Oh, at San Diego. Oh, I thought you just went straight up. Yeah.
River Rat.
Do we have any more Orange Dream female stuff if you talk us out of one of our babies? But that would require a pretty decent wallet there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Alright, Snake Dad. You got this little one for $50.
What's this one's name?
This one was Sarah. We named it after Sarah, the Triceratops from Land Before Time. But then it ended up being a dude. Yeah, and TGH is second with 40. He was checking all these things out.
Well, 40 didn't hit the...
Yeah, didn't hit the reserve. Yeah, here, I'll get you a better shot. Oh my gosh. So here, I'm gonna go put this little one back since they're hopping. Snap, 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 snap.
Yeah, I tried to get it back before it ran away. We've already had one loose reptile.
Alright, see you, Adam.
Adam, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you soon.
Alright, hopefully we see you at San Diego.
Yeah, and if you need a ride, Logan will come get you.
Yeah, I was going to let you drive the Corvette, but I guess not if you're going to be hungover.
Okay. I got you, TGH.
Decides to cut the rest
You
of the
decided,
question.
are you going to go cut it right now?
You better live stream that Instagram Live.
I want to see it.
Oh yeah, and TGH got a snake and he...
Oh shit, that shocked me.
Yeah.
I wonder what you had to do to get that. I didn't say anything.
John, we're always talking business. There's nothing but business on this channel. If you ain't talking business...
Business.
Yeah.
That's all you've ever done. Sure. Sure.
He becomes more positive the more negative in height he is. To a limit.
Are you really going to pull a Calissa right now?
Alright, see ya, Steven.
Bye, Steven.
If you guys haven't checked out Scales Exotics, make sure to check them out. Same with the Genetic Hunters. And pretty much everybody here who has a name that isn't their actual name is a YouTuber. So if you're looking for more reptile YouTubers to watch, they're all down in here.
Snake Dad, are you saying there's some DNA involved?
I mean,
wow, pied, cool. All right, I want to see that
oh
one.
yeah, and John.
Addison, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Cole stole my money trying to give the other person change.
He really is Jake from State Farm now.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well,
He renamed
he
himself.
sounds hideous. Or she. God, I'm going to say it right yet.
Well, he's a guy, so.
We're just finishing up Slytherin. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Hey, what's going on? I can't. I'm just running over my words. No more love for you, potty mouths.
Pied times banana Mojave. Oh, this is that clutch. All right. We may want to talk to you about a baby.
This is the what by what?
This is the Mojave leopard. I forget. It's over there.
Oh, I'll have to scroll up. Pied by Banana Mojave Leo Pied.
That's
Oh.
a nice. That's a nice.
If you somehow
clutch.
manage to hit 2 Banana Mojave Pieds, I'll buy one off you.
No, I want the banana leopard pied.
Guess we're gonna have to buy 2.
Yeah.
Banana Mojave Pied is my second favorite snake, only second to the Gotham. And it's just day to day. Which one have I seen most recently that really determines it?
Slytherin, yes. LKB, that's fantastic. What did you get?
Did you get Hoggies?
We want to talk to you about one. Can we have like a right of first refusal or something, depending on gender? Who else is having an auction? Cusco's having one, right?
Wait, where are you going? No, I said hi.
Who?
Taylor.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Earl, I'm sorry you missed it. It was a good time. You'll catch the next one. We'll do it again next Tuesday, maybe. We need snakes. Okay, we'll definitely talk, Calissa.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether or not we should continue this all the way up till Brian's, and then just as a group just kind of go and smack into that.
Josette,
or if we should stop so I can get a bite to eat.
Josette, is your channel under your name?
Oh, I didn't
Josette
hear you.
Taylor?
Yeah.
A male leopard and a female yellow belly, possible. Good for you. That's a good pairing too.
I'm sorry.
What was that?
I forgot to mention her as a YouTuber. She has 151 subscribers.
Is it under a name?
Yeah, it's just her name.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Everybody go check out Josette Taylor.
Eat during the live? That's a good point. I'm just hungry.
Josh?
And you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, no doubt. If you guys haven't seen or haven't looked at Spartan Reptiles, and I would be shocked if you haven't, please do. Josh does a great job, and his daughter is really cute.
Alright, we'll see you next time, Fernie. If you want to email me just what you're looking for in your first snake, I remember you said that you were looking for a pet. If I ever get one that's super tame, I will just message you, and if that's what the look that you're going for or not, just...
Calico leopard pied. As far as the question, what was that one about tri-stripe? We're not into tri-stripe. There's some guy that keeps trying to, is it Medusa's morph, I think? Look up on Morph Market. Guy's always trying, because he has albinos that are tri-stripe. He's trying to get us going on it, because I bought something else from him, an albino pied or something.
Yeah, it's just all the stripe genes I haven't been too hot on. I don't know. Maybe there just hasn't been that gene that's really, or that combo that's really just hit me.
All right, TGH. We'll have him hit you up.
Are you looking to do this before the San Diego show, or are you planning to do this at the San Diego show, TGH? How do you get over the fear of getting bit? You get bit.
Josh, I want to see more from Bella again when she comes back. I love watching her stuff. And Reagan, your channel is on fire. I've been watching. You really are starting to pick more up.
Matthew.
Smithworks. I'm having trouble keeping up.
Matthew.
Tri-stripe has a lot of variation.
There's really no way to get over it, because it's really just your heart rate that scares you, and you kind of like, your heart misses a beat.
Even when you get nailed, it doesn't hurt.
It's all just done in a second. It's super painless. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, your brain is making it so much worse than it is. This girl bites really hard. Just as you can tell, she has like this whole recoiling thing, but it really doesn't hurt at all. Hit me. Oh, you're gonna play nice?
Wave your hand in front of her.
I don't want to hit a bony spot.
Well, I thought it didn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, but the joints.
Where did all this? We just got 2 flies from nowhere. Were they in her tub or something?
No.
Yeah, love watching Bella. Josh's girl Bella does some great videos. Yeah, it's the shock that gets you.
Yeah, and then you sit there for a moment and your heart's really pounding for no real reason. But yeah.
Leonidas.
See, Trina can attest to you. She just got her first bite. It's something that you really think is going to be really bad, and it's really kind of laughable. I get bit, I want to say, somewhere in between, like, 2 and 5 times a week. Just because we have bites. I picked her up because she bites me probably the most often. But it's really important that if they're going to be defensive like that, that you show them that that's not going to work. Because if they can be like that, and then you don't go after them, then they're going to continue to do it.
Marshall, I missed your plug. I don't know what it was. Oh, which channel is he doing it on, Marshall?
Are you looking to buy into albinopides, Kentuckiana? I'm sorry, I'll get used to that word. It's just a lot of syllables. Are you just looking to buy an albinopide, or are you looking to buy into the project of the albinopide? But yeah, Matthew, like, if they get any part where it's just, like, meat, like any of these parts of your finger, but if they get, like, a joint or a knuckle, you'll feel it for a split second, and then it's gone. But if it's just a meaty spot, you pretty much don't feel it. It's just, they're so thin.
Cool. Bill's out supporting the whole community here. That's cool.
Wait. I'm trying to...
Trina, were you fake before?
I'm trying to search for it. I feel like we've missed a lot.
Oh, it's on his personal channel. Thanks.
Oh, so it's just on the straight up Brian Cusco?
Yeah.
Alright.
Cusco.
Oh, the one snake I can tell you never get bit by, and that is a emerald tree / green tree. Because that was awful. I had Ace, Mike from AEP / Miguel, whichever you call him, his son from, he has the green tree python, that gorgeous yellow with the red, I believe it's I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but it's a biak.
Yeah, that's right.
And those things have some really long teeth because they're hanging. They got to really cling on to it. And I had it on my finger. It was perched. And this thing struck and bit me in the middle of my thigh, through my shorts, and held on for probably a good 15 seconds.
It was close. It was just wanted to mate. Chucky, we had a great auction. Thanks for asking. Sorry you missed parts of it.
If you can only add one gene to Gotham, what would you add? I'm not sure how it would play into it, but maybe an orange stream really boosts the orange.
Red stripe.
He's saying red stripe for the price.
Red stripe. Addison, you're right. I would take 100 snake bites rather than one rat bite. Rat bites are killers. I was just going to say, one got me in the joint one time. A finger joint, down into the joint. It took a month or more to heal. It was horrible.
Matthew, we don't ever go completely to the East Coast. If we say we're doing well enough that I can actually fly out to the Daytona show and film that, that'd be really awesome, and I would definitely do that. But as close as we get is Tinley, and that's when we're able to see all the East Coast people, and that's late October this year, right?
You're talking about Tinley?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we go to any, and I don't even know if we can make Tinley.
How many snakes do we own? We own somewhere in between 180 and 200. It's just keeping up with the plus and minuses, because I'll add them every now and again. Let me see. How many more questions did we miss? A good king snake bite will... I got bit by a king snake, not by any of my own snakes, which act ferocious in their own ways. I got bit by one that just acted super calm and randomly just bit and held me, and that was Krista and Gary's.
Yeah, we know Slytherin. We know Slytherin. He was there with snake morphology. Yeah. And Javier.
I'm not going to say no, just that.
Oh, man. That's it, Heather. I just hearing about rat bites, that just drives me crazy.
I hate it. One of them just barely nipped me, and it cracked my fingernail.
Tenley is 11/20. It's No, I thought Tenley was like the last weekend of October, but I'd have to double check. I'm not certain. You got a rat bite today? Hey, I thought you were cutting a clutch or pulling a clutch. Get back to work.
Who?
Calissa.
Oh. I thought it was Adam that was cutting a clutch.
No, he was talking about it. She was going to pull a clutch. Remember?
It is the 13th and 14th.
Oh man, that's. Yeah, you had it right, David. By the way, hey, David. Have you been on here for a while?
Tinley versus Daytona. I haven't been to Daytona. The person you'd have to ask that is Mike. But I can say this: there's been no comparison of any of the shows I've been here.
Bill has. He says Tinley for sure.
Yeah, Tinley's awesome.
I can't imagine it being better than Tinley. I could see it could be as good. Tinley's just crazy. Javier, how you doing, buddy?
Super Hypo.
Joseph Eckert says Tinley's better.
This is Nubs. This is...
Horrible. Is it Tokay or Tokai bite? Had to go to the ER.
Oh, I just got bit by one of those the other day.
I agree, though, P-Town. I'd like to go to Daytona at least once. I'd like to go to all of them at least once, except for Victorville.
Hunters. I don't think we're going to do Pasadena again or any of those high desert ones. We don't have any Inland Empire.
Addison Tenley is just outside of Chicago, yes.
That's what we need, is we need to have an Inland Empire one. Why do I have to drive an hour for every show I go to?
That's Trebek.
Yeah, Mr. Monkey, talk to everybody you can. It's awesome. But one thing to be very aware of is when you're talking to an employee versus a breeder. You can kind of sense the detachment from the animal, because somebody who breeds really knows the snake, and then the person who's an employee, like people who they'll have one big breeding center and then send them all out to their stores. So if you're talking to somebody who's actually bred it, you get a lot more information, especially if you're going to purchase it.
Oops, sorry about that. Trebek just texted me. He wants to reopen the bidding on the Orange Stream. His power went out and he's running on generator, so he couldn't watch.
That's so unfortunate.
To visit all of the racetracks. Logan and I at one time talked about visiting all the baseball parks in the country, but I don't think that'll happen anymore.
I am a trucker, and in 7 months I will be local, and can't wait to get a few snakes from you, and always walling pythons.
Who's the trucker? Matthew?
Matthew.
I used to be a dispatcher for a few years, but my brother's a truck driver. So you're doing over the road, huh? Oh yeah, you said that. You're OTR. And you're going to go local. Where are you at? Where's local?
For those of you guys who are waiting on me to send you guys' invoices, I'll be sending those right now. I'm sending out emails as we speak. Is Calissa still in here? Is she just like listening?
Probably not after I got on her. But Joseph Eckert says, what's a good book for a beginner? I recommend YouTube.
Yeah, I don't like doing hard copies. When you do YouTube, you can go through so many different people's opinions, because there really is no golden route, because when you're reading a book, you're getting one way, but you can get a bunch of different people's ways for free on YouTube.
What did you want to know about Calissa? I told you.
Calissa, I was going to ask you if you want me to send you an email, or if you just want me to send you the invoice for it.
There's a lot of good breeders down in your area, Matthew. From North Carolina down through Florida, that whole area. I mean, you name it, Georgia. You'll have a great time, and we'll sell you as many snakes as you want. Yeah, old Ralph Davis vids. Logan and I are really big on what's the English guy? Gavin. Balls to you.
If you could only start out with 5 single gene more, so would you start out with? Acid, stranger.
That's the way I see it. And no recessives. They have to be visuals.
Do we still get the same amount of money as like our entire collection's worth, or are we like trying to keep it like straight up?
I understand what you mean, Snake Dad. It's just that the amount of information on YouTube about how to take care of snakes is amazing. And that's it. Gavin is just, if you go back and look at his stuff, and I just started getting back into the old Justin Kabelka tutorials. Mm-hmm. You know, like on how to tell different genes in a combo. It's like, well, that's just exactly what we need to know right now. Reagan wants... Now, when I'm talking to Reagan, is that Reagan or is that you, Michelle? Is it, when it's Reagan, is it her? And when it's punk rocker Michelle, it's you? When's our next albino clutch?
Not 100% sure.
DM me on Instagram and we'll talk about it, okay?
Are we talking visual albinos, or are you just talking about, like, you just want albino in the gene pool? Because I know for a fact we have the bumblebee head exanthic by the exanthic head albino, so they'll all be pos heads.
No, she's talking about albinos.
Yeah. They'll be pos head albino.
You're right. Logan's talked to Justin a lot. He's pretty accessible.
Yeah. Justin's awesome. Ton of information. He really doesn't hold anything back. If you are willing to sit there and listen on how he does stuff about snakes, he will talk to you all day. Yeah,
I agree there, Raul. I mean, I'm a big book reader. I'm just amazed at how much information's on YouTube.
Well, that's not necessarily where I was going, Snake Dad. What I was more going with, he said one book. I'm like, yeah, but you can have all the books.
Yeah. Visual albino. Just DM me on Instagram. We'll talk. Okay. Wow.
It's only missing one gene.
She's doing really good. Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah.
A lot of the books are getting a little outdated.
Because one thing we got to remember now is I'm saying we as a community, I don't personally do this, but like people who shame tank, people who keep their reptiles in tanks, going back, 15 years ago before we did all the racks, that's what people used. They just had tanks on tanks on tanks on tanks. Send me messages.
Thanks, Calissa.
I'm going to go pull eggs. Make the video.
Yeah, snake bites.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was kind of upset with myself in the moment. If you guys haven't watched Brian Barczyk's latest vlog yet, I was actually in it for a few brief moments at about like 5 minutes and 10 seconds in or so. I didn't get the exact timestamp. But I had no idea what to do. I didn't know I was about to be on film. So I...
Which female do we have for $50?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, you did miss the action, but one thing I didn't realize was when that video was taken, I also didn't realize that it was an hour-and-a-half wait to actually meet Brian. So, yeah, it sounded like Mighty Reptiles. So yeah, I actually figured that I had messed up my entire take and I wasn't going to make the vlog. But Brian's awesome. Brian's the only reason I got into snakes, and therefore the only reason he got into snakes. I loved snakes as a child until I got bit by one, because I used to go out and catch kings and gophers. And one day I got bit by a gopher who was very much telling me that he didn't want to be messed with, but I was like, oh, he'll be fine once I pick him up. And I think I was like 6 or 7 or so. And then I was terrified all the way up until my senior year of high school, where I was up one night and was fascinated by all the different colors and started watching snake bites on snake bites on snake bites, and just continued to go and watch. And then I was like, you know what? I'll at least go to an expo and see what it's like. And I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna buy anything, I'm going to buy either a really cool corn snake or a really cool king snake. And I ended up walking out with the Mexican black king snake, which unfortunately passed away. He was a dwarf. He ate and ate and ate and ate and never grew. And then one day, without any health issues, just kind of passed away, unfortunately. And then I decided to get a ball python, and then this happened. But all of that happened because Brian made videos on YouTube. That was it. And I still need to be writing emails, and I have typed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words into my first email.
MBKs,
Yeah, ever since then, I got myself a second one. This one's a female that's currently growing up right now, and then later on I'm going to be picking up a male. I'm just waiting for everybody to start hatching theirs out so the price goes down, because when I bought that male, I bought him for $75. But when I went and saw what they were selling males for now, they were selling for $250 for males. I'm like, no thanks. On the Jazz line, I'm not well versed enough because I really would like to see it in person.
Which one is the Jazz line?
It's his line of Pastel that he's working on.
Oh, yeah. I would say, wasn't he working on a Mojave line too?
Maybe that was the Jazz. I may be mixing. I'm just used to people doing lines of Pastel. We got the Bell line, we have the Graziani line, and then we have another one in here too. I just don't remember. And then we have your special Mojaves, like the Gold Blush Mojave. We have the IDR Mojaves, which I think are the coolest. And
I think our Mojave is going to turn out to be something.
Yeah, we have no idea what that is. One of our boys, the Mystic Potion, throws some crazy looking Mojaves. Like, they look like Cypress Mojaves. People who have been around for a while can attest to this. The pattern is very reduced and really gold. It kind of looks like a
Cos
Mojave. There
That's
we go.
right. Thanks, P-Town. Yeah, I frankly liked our Mojave better.
Do you guys have any world first, and do you have any plans to do so? We may have some tomorrow.
We had a world's first. You want to tell that story?
We purchased a world's first, which is older than the people who have claimed the world's first, since the guy just didn't have, he didn't want to go through the entire process, and
You said the guy.
The guy being our good buddy Randy, he hatched this snake out. It is our bamboo pastel yellow belly. What's that called technically? It's like a uranium.
It's a pastel uranium.
And
we actually got the application in first too.
Yep.
But they wanted to take it from the person that was more well known, right?
Yep.
But the picture of our snake is on as a world's first.
So here, let me see if I could load that up.
But that's the only one. We should have some this year. We should have at least one, maybe 4.
It's not even showing up for me on World of Ball Pythons.
We don't do much on Morph Market since they changed their policies. We sell here on YouTube, we sell on Instagram, we sell on Craigslist.
Alright, here. So, our snake is older, but we didn't hatch it out. But Randy just told us to claim it. He's like, you know what, you're one of my good buddies, you're new in the hobby. Use this as your way to get your foot in the door.
Get ours up.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So Logan's working on getting a picture. Trina's asking about GHIs.
It's still not working.
What's the story on the GHI? Trina wants to know.
What do you mean on the GHI? Our male that just started breeding, or what you talking about?
We were talking about GHIs with her before. Why don't you message us, Trina? We can talk offline about this.
Here, let me see if I can just do a complete monitor capture on monitor number 2. There we go. So here is the page for the bamboo pastel yellow belly, and it says first produced by him. It was actually first produced by our good buddy Randy over there at Dark Cloud.
A lot of you know him.
And he just was very nice about it. He's like, you know what, I haven't claimed it. It was born at this time. And so I went ahead and submitted a picture of ours. So we do get credit on the site. Ours was actually the first one up, and then the next day, as they were catching up on them, gave it to Mr. Shiflett. However, we didn't produce it, so I'm not going to get mad because we technically didn't hatch it out. But it was just one of those things where it was like, you're so excited you're going to get your name out there. And,
Snake Dad was asking about Craigslist and being kind of sketchy. I have a lot of opinions about it, but I want to hear yours first. What do you think about Craigslist? We sell on there, definitely. We meet a lot of people on there.
There's goods and bads. It's kind of
Right.
like if you can get deals there, but it's the same thing as getting a deal online. You can get sketchy sources everywhere around. We got a snake that was shipped in a t-shirt box online, and that was on Morph Market.
Yeah. So, but we met Mike at AEP there because we were buying snake racks from him. We met a guy named Moses who we buy everything that he wants to sell because he has the most wonderful snakes. Snake Dad, I don't know if you saw her, but the pastel lesser spot nose girl we have who's gorgeous is one of his. The clown male that we're selling right now is one of his. So we meet a lot of great people. Yeah, we meet some flakes, but as far as selling on there, yeah, you got to put up with a lot of idiots, and and frankly, a lot of people aren't idiots. They just don't know anything. Their kids want a snake and they're trying to buy one, so you have to help them a lot. But that's cool. We like doing that. So that's just kind of my feeling about it. There's good and bad everywhere. Yeah, I agree. We have a great time meeting people through Craigslist. And the idiots we just try to ignore.
But then you can get the same thing on Morph Market for people who are looking for their first snake who don't understand how expensive it really is to ship a live animal overnight.
Yeah, that's true.
And we do a flat rate where we actually eat most of our costs.
Not most, but we eat some.
Yeah.
But to give you an idea, at least in our area, what's the name of the one over in Cucamonga, or that area? A lot of people, like Granddaddy Herps, advertises locally. Kyle Frost, who's a big breeder, advertises locally. Dave Hardy up in Victorville advertises locally in ours. So, and we do. There's a lot of people on Craigslist who are big breeders, so I'm okay with it.
The one thing that's I'm not sure if you had already said this because I was so into typing the email, but the one thing that's nice with Craigslist is if you actually meet the person at their house, you get to see their setup.
That's what I've always said. When I'm buying from somebody in, say, Maryland or somewhere, or Florida, I don't know anything other than what they put on the site. But when I'm in Craigslist and I go to their house and I get to see how they treat their snakes, that's a whole different thing. Everything we ship is overnight. If we ship, it should be there the next day by 10:30.
$50 flat.
And it's $50 flat rate. Unless they're really big, then we'll jump up to $75. What would you like to buy, Stacy? We'll sell it to you right now. Okay, Trina, yeah. Please just message us about the GHIs.
My elbow's not been doing so great recently. That sucks.
You missed everything, Jackie.
Alright, so we are going to be ending this, not right now, but in the next probably 5 to 7 minutes so that we can hop over to Brian Cusco's stream. I don't want to, be running over his, and I frankly want to be a part of it too.
Yeah, it's true. Some areas that aren't like in a city, it might be a little later on overnight, like into the afternoon. Going back, somebody asked a question. Go back just a hair. Just a hair. That's probably good.
Can you send me another way to communicate with you?
Yeah.
We have the emails down below. We have Instagram. My Instagram is intelligentdesignreptiles, no spaces, no underscores. He's intelligent_design_reptiles. And then if you're looking into geckos, Nicole's intelligentdesign_geckos.
So if you look up Intelligent Design on Instagram, you're going to find all three of us. And our Gmails, like you said, Intelligent, it's actually in the description. Just go down on the description here, you'll see all of that. Good night, Slytherin. We will see you soon. You said you'll be in San Diego, right?
Wait, she just had another question. Stacy. Just thinking about my next purchase, starting to look at a male to bed with my female albino. What do you suggest? There's a lot of ways that you can go. Do you want to, you can get another albino, or you can try and get a male that has a whole bunch of other genes on top of it that's het for albino, or you can get a male with a whole bunch of genes that is also albino.
I'm Dave. This is Logan. Nice to meet you. My recommendation on that is if you have the money, get an albino with another gene, at least one other gene. It's going to cost you more money, though. You could also get that other gene with a het albino, but it's kind of breeding backwards. Better to have your females be the hets. Good night, Bill.
I'm trying to remember.
Bye, Addison. Thank you for everything.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for your help, Addison. There's something else that I was going to say. Do you do live every Thursday or every Tuesday? It depends on if we have animals, but who knows? Maybe we'll just do a live to kind of just do this little thing here. Like, we're not doing an auction right now, but we're just hanging out with you guys.
Thank you, Heather.
Man, I'm trying to think. Or you can get something completely different that also happens to be het for albino. Like, you can get another recessive, like Xanthic, and then you can work towards a snow, which is an all-white snake with red eyes, or Pied.
She was watching it at work and got in trouble. That's what I do too. Hi, Dave. Hi, Josette. Oh, Stacy, if at any time you see something you like on our blogs, just message us about it on Instagram, and we'd be glad. Or if there's something you think you'd like, just message us. We'll talk. And if we don't have it, we'll try to find somebody who does.
Yeah.
Good night, X.
I'm trying to think.
The X are leaving us.
Yeah, I do my best to answer my questions, especially here, because YouTube is so finicky in terms of giving me notifications, and Facebook is so awful about giving notifications. So a lot of times I do miss. I know it sounds like garbage when I say I don't get a notification for stuff, but I really don't. For the past 2 weeks, I haven't gotten a YouTube notification when somebody comments on any of my videos. And on top of that, I used to never get notifications on videos that were older than a week. So we have a video that has like over 50K views, I want to say, that comments are continuously being left on there that I have not even gotten notifications for.
Good night, John. Thanks, Jonathan.
But yeah, and YouTube as of right now has not given me any notifications. I only get a notification if I comment on somebody else's video and somebody hits it with a thumbs up or a heart. That's it. That's the only notifications I've been getting.
Wow, I get everything. If somebody farts somewhere in the country, I get a notification.
That's just Reddit, though.
Yeah, I get a lot of those.
Alright, so without further ado, we are going to be wrapping up the stream for today. We are going to be switching over to Brian Cusco's stream, so if you still have time free, at least go and check it out and just say IDR sent you. Brian Cusco, awesome guy, came in here and bought a snake for somebody else.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Marshall, thanks for stopping in. LKB, we don't know what the giveaway is yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
It probably hasn't hatched yet, is the truth, but we don't know.
We're probably going to do a we may even, if you've been checking us out since earlier, we used to do a thing where we had two options. We had a male option and a female option.
Bye, Reagan.
We may do a thing where we have a snake, or we could say, or you can have what's in the mystery egg.
Thanks a lot, Josh. We always appreciate it.
But we'll have to see.
Somebody wanted to come up and see you because you live up in Paradise.
Who?
Josh.
Oh, yeah.
He lives up in Whitefish. You know that's where your grandpa's from.
Oh.
Yeah. His grandpa's from Kalispell, Whitefish, somewhere up in there.
All right.
TGH, we love you too.
All right, so I will be seeing you guys at Brian's auction. So yeah, see ya.
Good night, guys.